Do you know what time it is? It's unboxing time. So, let's see what we have today. Oh boy. Ooh, sweet. We have a hard shell tweed case, and that's it. It wasn't even like packed with any kind of additional care, just a hard shell case. This tweed case is Gear Lux. Ho, ho, ho. Black interior. Okay. Alright, let's put this on the stand right there. Put the case down. And get out some of the candy. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh boy! Woo! Look at that. Alright, so there's the key for the case. Let's keep that in there. Got a lovely package here. Strap. Fender heavy picks. Fender medium picks. Austin Bazaar Music Guitar Essentials DVD. That's cool. Hey now. Extra strings. These are classic core nickel plated steel ball end 10 through 46 Fender strings. That's nice. And a cable. A Gearlux Pro Audio 10-foot cable. Quarter-inch jack to quarter-inch jack. High-quality instrument cable, guaranteed for life. Guaranteed for life. That is quite a claim. Alright, everything's out of that. Now, let's look at this. This is the brand new Player 2 Series Stratocaster, which features rosewood. Yes, I said it, rosewood. Rosewood is back on the menu, boys. And we have a rosewood slab fingerboard. And I'm happy with that, man. I'm happy to see that. The neck feels incredible. Nice satin finish. We have vintage style tuners. We have, let's see, made in Ensenada, Mexico. Fender 70th Anniversary Stratocaster. That's pretty dope. Features rosewood fingerboard, rolled edges. Yes, the edges are rolled. And the frets aren't too bad. Let's see. Classic gear tuners. Do we have anything special going on here? Nope, we just have standard setup Stratocaster 5-way with the tone volume. We do have 2-point tremolo. Now that is nice. It looks like the QC people on this card were not the same people with the Meteora. So hopefully I don't run into any problems with this. We're going to take this off. I'm going to give you a nice close-up of that head. Yeah, close-up head. We got the 70th Anniversary Stratocaster, little decal there. Let's look at this deep 3-tone sunburst. Sorry, my grubby fingers have smudged it. It is not as pristine as it was. Let's look at that rosewood. rosewood. Now, let's see. Input jack is nice and tight. Beautiful. The intonation. Let's look at this bridge here real quick. The intonation looks like, dropped, a little forward. Let's hope it's intonated. It looks like they have the saddles adjusted for the radius. That is, dropped down a little bit lower. The two middle are highest, a little lower. So that looks good. The pickups look just like how they came on my American Professional, with this one being almost inside the body and tilted up on the treble side. This one looks pretty standard. So let's read some specs about this beauty. From Fender's own page here, we have the Player 2 Stratocaster with a list price of $799.99. It comes in a bunch of different colors. I went for classic 3-color sunburst, but the other one that caught my eye was this birch green. Not that you can see it, but there is birch green, and birch green looks funky and awesome. We also have a cool Hylia yellow. That one comes with a maple neck. There is a bunch of really beautiful colors, including an aged cherry burst and a transparent mocha burst. There's a lot of color options for this. They have one called Coral Red, and I almost got it. It also has rosewood. The Coral Red, it looks like almost like a little bit brighter, like a more saturated Fiesta Red. Okay, here are the specs. The body is alder. The finish is a gloss poly. Neck is maple. The neck finish is satin urethane finish on the back of the neck with a gloss urethane headstock face. That means the face of this headstock is a gloss urethane, whereas everything else on the back and the sides is a satin urethane. The neck shape is a modern C. The scale length is 25.5 inches. The fingerboard material is slab of rosewood. The fingerboard radius is 9.5 inches. It has 22 frets. The fret size are medium jumbo. The nut is synthetic bone. The position inlays are white dot. That the white dot just looks, I don't know. I would prefer even like a plastic looking perloid rather than just white dot. But whatever, it's all good. The side dots are white. The truss rod is single action at the head adjust. Let's go into the electronics. The pickups on this guitar are rewind that, try it again. Player Series Alnico 5 Strat single coils. So we have Alnico 5 in these, and I would like to pair it up against a couple of my upgraded strats that I've put Alnico 5 in, and I would love to do a tone comparison at a later time on a later video. Tone controls, master volume, and then 2 tones. So tone 1 is neck and middle pickup, tone 2 is bridge pickup. Interesting, that's cool. I'm glad I won't have to mod that, because a lot of times that tone is for the neck and that tone is for the middle, and the bridge doesn't get any tone control. So I'm glad that is that way. 5 position blade. I'm not going to go through the positions. If you have a strat, you know all 5 positions. The hardware is 2-point synchronized tremolo with bent steel saddles. Hardware finish, nickel chrome. Tuning machines, Fender Classic gear. The pick guard is 3-ply parchment, whereas the control knobs and the pickup covers are aged white, along with the switch tip. Neck plate, 4-bolt F logo. Strings, 9 through 42, so that's cool. They gave us a set of 10s in the package, but these are 9 through 42. So, contoured alder is the body. Alnico 5, 2-point tremolo. So, I think the only thing left to do, now that we've looked at it, we know the specs of this beautiful Stratocaster. And let me inspect this a little bit closer. Let me go over every angle. Not a flaw. Not a flaw. Oh, I'm so happy. I won't have to return it like I did the Meteora. With the Meteora, I am getting another one because I wanted that guitar, but, you know. Shit happens, as Forrest Gump says. Actually, he says it happens, but the guy that made the bumper sticker, he's the one that put the shit on there. You know, shit happens, alright? It happens. As long as I get my money back and I can buy another one from a different seller. I don't know where that paint chip came from, but anyway. Back to the Stratocaster, no issues. So, we're gonna get the trem arm out. Woo! Alright. Little out of tune, that's fine for shipping, but... Oh, that tremolo feels nice and smooth. Let's tune it! Okay, I will say this. Again, the intonation was not done. Not good enough, not in my opinion, for a player series coming from Mexico. The intonation, they could have tried. I've had Squires that were better intonated, but everything else is amazing. The fit and finish of everything else, I'm happy with. But come on, the intonation could have been better. The action looks great and good, somewhere in there. It's not quite great, but it's a little better than good. It's good. Yeah, the action's playable, man. But the intonation, I wish they would have intonated it. But that's alright. I know how to do that. So let's get some tones out of this thing. Okay, well, I love this guitar. It might have just become my favorite, even more so than my American. Because I love the feel of a rosewood board. And my American doesn't have that. And this has Alnico 5 pickups, whereas I don't think my American does. They had some, I don't know, some kind of special pickups for my American. I'll go over the specs of my American on another video sometime. But also, I really love 3-tone burst. It's so classic. It has such a classic look to it, and the feel of this neck it's amazing. I guess I like modern C-shaped necks. So modern C-shape is my jam, and the tremolo system is very nice. This guitar is set up to float, and I can't even get a extra heavy Fender pick underneath it. You could probably get a medium underneath it, so it's just barely floating. Boy, with this, I can get rid of a lot of Sunburst Squires that I have. I'll probably keep 2 that I have, just because they have the big headstocks, the 70s headstocks, whereas this one is the classic. That's the other thing. It has a beautiful tinted finish on the headstock. It has the gold letters for the Fender. But yeah, it has a nice yellowed headstock, and man, this burst is beautiful. I'm very happy with this guitar. This quite easily just became my favorite. It will definitely become my favorite after I do a little bit of setup work on it, and I really hydrate this rosewood fingerboard. It's feeling a little dry for the fingerboard, but oh yeah, this, I'm gonna be jamming with this quite a lot. I'll do another video where I put some pedals on it. Oh, I don't like how they... Alright, so we do have the split top... We have the split top tuners. Okay, yeah, they strung it. They strung it okay. Thought they did that weird thing where they don't actually stick the end of the string into the hole, where they actually just like kind of lay it there and then do a wrap on top and then wrap below. Like, I've seen people use split tuners that way, and it's weird and shouldn't be done. Anyway, all right, this is going to go right up on my wall next to my American Professional 2. This is the Player 2 series, the Mexican Player 2, and like I said before, Rosewood is back on the menu. I'm gonna finger you good. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of setup work on this Player 2 Strat. I'm loosening the strings. I'm going to keep the original strings on there. But I'm going to loosen them and get them out of the way so I can do some hydrating of this rosewood. It is super dry. These tuning heads are really nice. They're very smooth and pretty precise. I could see it be very easy to dial in your tuning with these. We're going to use Music Nomad F1 oil, lemon oil. It's really bringing out the color. This is giving me a better chance to look at these frets. They could use a little bit of polishing, but they're not bad. I'm not going to do any polish work on the frets today. And now while I'm doing all this and I have the strings out of the nut grooves, I am going to use some Music Nomad tunic. This is a lubrication for contact points to prevent the string from binding up on any of the contact points. We're also going to put some on the string tree down here and on the bridge saddles. Alright, well that was through a Fender Frontman 10 tiny little amp, but just wanted to get some sounds after I did the setup and we got this all intonated. So now we are looking pretty. So, hydrated the fretboard with lemon oil, put special tunic lubricant on all the contact points, string tree, nut, bridge saddles, tuned it up, intonated the bridge, which took a good fair amount of time, and then, yeah, just played some riffs through a little 10-watt amp, and sounded pretty decent. So, on my bigger amps, tube amps, I'm sure it'll sound great. So, now it is time to just give this guitar a little wipe down, because I got my crusty fingers all over it. And before I put it back in the case, we're going to use a little cream of carnauba. I love this stuff because it smells like banana and coconut. And we're really only doing it to the face of the guitar right now. Later on I'll do more in depth, but we just want to do it for the pretty side for some photographs. Let me just let that sit for a little bit before we buff it off.